We share a great deal in common with young workers in the UK who are struggling with the exact same issues. We're over here to learn, listen, meet with allies, and build global solidarity so that we can take on these multinational corporations and beat them and force them to pay people decently.
We know that the vast majority of the jobs that have been created over the last few years that the government trumpets so proudly are in fact poorly paid, highly insecure, often 0 hours contracts and with minimum working rights. I think that that's a matter of national disgrace and not something that George Osborne should be bragging about. We need to tackle the blight of unpaid internships. We need to tackle the race to the bottom of poverty pay and poor terms and conditions. We need to fight for an improved minimum wage and for expansion of the living wage.
The time for the trade union movement to be radical and to actually get out there and organise and recruit retail, low-paid workers is now. It has to happen now.
On the 15th of May, there was a global day of action targeting McDonald's. We held 20 protests in town across the UK. I was in London and the McDonald's managers did not know what to do with themselves when we blocked the doors, shouting we want an end to 0 hour contracts. It was brilliant.
For me, housing sits right at the centre of what we should be doing in terms of improving people's lives. And once we start to address the housing crisis, so many other things start to fall into place. And it's one of those areas where if you spend a bit of money up front on providing decent housing and affordable housing, you can save so much money elsewhere.
We have never built so few homes in this country. In fact, it's not entirely true. In the last 100 years, the only times we've built fewer homes than we're building today, we've been at war with Germany. That is the only time we've built fewer homes than we're building today. Attlee knew it, and Churchill knew it, Macmillan knew it. It wasn't a party political thing. The only way to build enough homes in this country is for the state to fund the building of homes.
It was really amazing how much change a very small group of people can actually make when you make enough noise. We actually managed to get 40 homes on that estate repopulated, which they were saying that they were going to never do, and we're fighting to get it fully repopulated. That's one of our key policies, repopulate the carpenters.
For me, being a trade unionist and being part of a trade union is absolutely first and foremost about giving yourself a voice. So whether it's a voice at work or a voice in your industry, my union's the National Union of Journalists, whether it's in society or in political life, and fundamentally, of course, in your own union as well, it's really important. That's the primary reason for getting involved in the first place.
Why don't young people join unions? I don't really agree that it's because unions don't make enough effort. I think it's because young people don't have secure enough jobs. And how can you unionise if you don't have a contract? You know, 1 in 40 new jobs is a full-time contracted position, 1 in 40, which means 39 out of 40 new jobs are 0 hours or part-time or flexible in some way.
One of our huge campaigns that we've been running since 1997 is the Votes at 16 campaign, and we've got 2 of the major political parties supporting us already. But it's just great that we kind of have that support and we're mobilising and we're showing that, yes, young people can be politically active and engaged, so why not give them that opportunity to vote?
Young Workers' Month matters because young people, as we've all heard all of our lives, are the future. Young Workers' Month matters because we are the ones who hold our future. Young Workers' Month matters because if we just stop, what are they going to do when they need their retirement homes? Peace, love and solidarity.
I think one of the key issues is obviously getting more young people speaking about the issues, and then that links into actually what unions can do for us, but also what was mentioned in the jobs debate is what we can actually do for ourselves, and that's something that unions can encourage and sort of give guidance on.
I think young people need to become more politically engaged. I'd say there is a lot of young people that are, but still we have a situation where a large percentage of the population don't vote in general elections, and that's up for the union to sort of get people politically engaged and make sure that they're voting for policies that can make a difference to them.
I think unions give people a voice. They can understand their worth. If they understand their worth, they know that what they can demand, and what they can demand isn't what we're offered. If we were given enough, we wouldn't have to fight for it.